video is strictly for educational purposes only. I do not condone or glorify the use of drugs.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Fish, and in this video I'm going to share my top 5 supplements for increasing dopamine levels. Dopamine is an essential neurotransmitter and is what regulates your motivation and drive to do things. It's often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter because it's released when you partake in pleasurable activities.
I feel so good.
Imbalances in dopamine levels can lead to cognitive dysfunction and make you feel depressed, have ADHD, or be prone to addictive behaviors. Basically, having low dopamine means low motivation and low energy levels. However, using the supplements in this video will ensure that you have a healthy dopamine system and make you feel much better about yourself when you accomplish things. Let's get into it. The first supplement is uridine monophosphate. This is a molecule present in all living organisms and is a fundamental component of brain cells and DNA. When used as a supplement, it boosts dopamine levels and accelerates dopamine transmission within the brain. This leads to better mood, alertness, and cognition.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Uridine is great for people who need more motivation in life or for people who are desensitized to other dopamine-enhancing supplements. It acts as a modulator for dopamine receptors by adjusting the sensitivity to them. It can strengthen the receptors when there's an influx of dopamine being released, so it stops them from getting desensitized. Increased sensitivity to dopamine results in stronger dopaminergic effects.
It all leads to a massive dopamine release.
Uridine is recognized for its ability to help with dopamine upregulation. Because it stimulates more dopamine release, it can improve your mood and make you happier. One study conducted in 1993 showed that uridine restored normal dopamine function in rats addicted to cocaine or amphetamine. Once uridine reaches the brain, it boosts choline levels, leading to a rise in overall acetylcholine levels, thereby enhancing cognitive function. This can yield mental clarity, critical thinking, math equations become easier to solve, and your thoughts are well more organized. The fact that uridine is a precursor to the synthesis of acetylcholine allows it to indirectly boost the release of dopamine within the brain.
You get a dopamine rush in your brain.
If you're dopamine deficient and start taking uridine, you will feel very energetic and confident. Overall, uridine serves as an effective way to modulate and balance dopamine release.
It's all about balance.
I personally use it sparingly and only when I feel drained and I need to bring my dopamine levels back up. I find it really effective for lifting my mood and rejuvenating my mental energy when I'm overly fatigued. Here's a video that goes way more in depth about the side effects and pharmacology of uridine monophosphate. Something to mention is that uridine depletes several B vitamins, so in order to counteract that, you can take the next supplement on this list, which is vitamin B complex. There are a total of 8 B vitamins, many of which play a role in the production of neurotransmitters in the brain, including dopamine. In other words, B vitamins play a critical role in the synthesis and regulation of dopamine through their involvement in various metabolic pathways. One example is B6. Also known as pyridoxine, vitamin B6 is a cofactor in the synthesis of dopamine by facilitating the conversion of L-dopa and metabolizing homocysteine, therefore meaning that B6 helps increase dopamine levels in the hypothalamus, which decreases symptoms of anxiety, depression, fatigue, and pain. Moreover, the vitamin B1 derivative, TTFD, can activate dopamine neurons in a similar fashion to amphetamines and other strong stimulants without the typical side effects of those heavy drugs. Then you have folate, or vitamin B9, which converts homocysteine to SAMe through methylation. In return, SAMe contributes to the synthesis of dopamine as well as other neurotransmitters. Some of the same could also be said about vitamin B12, which is another important cofactor for the synthesis of SAMe and dopamine production. In fact, when B9 and B12 are combined, they have synergistic effects and boost the efficiency of one another.
Maybe we could help each other out.
This video over here assesses all 8 B vitamins more closely and the advantages each one has. Although every B vitamin has some sort of role in the creation of dopamine, B6, B9, and B12 in particular are involved in the conversion of L-dopa from L-tyrosine, which is our next supplement. L-tyrosine is an amino acid that serves as the building block of proteins and is the precursor to several important neurotransmitters. These all play roles in mood regulation, stress response, cognitive function, and overall brain health. As a supplement, tyrosine can be used as a mild stimulant that does not cause an energy crash like traditional stimulants do. It can increase your motivation and drive to do certain tasks. If you have low dopamine levels, tyrosine is one of the best natural methods to rebalance your levels. Symptoms like persistent fatigue or difficulty concentrating indicate low dopamine levels.
I'm sorry, I cannot concentrate.
I find that my preferred time to use L-tyrosine is in the evening when it's too late to take a stimulant, but I still need a cognition boost. Ingesting tyrosine at this time enables me to get more work done while still maintaining my regular sleep sleep schedule. I go a lot deeper in this video about my experience and why it's such a useful amino acid for myriad aspects of health. Interestingly enough, omega-3s can modulate the transport of amino acids across the blood-brain barrier, potentially increasing the uptake of tyrosine into the brain. Omega-3s are found in fish oil, which is the next supplement on this list. Fish oil offers the necessary components that the body utilizes to manufacture dopamine and aid the brain in neurotransmitter synthesis. Taking omega-3 supplements enhances the binding of D2 receptors, which play a role in the dopamine reward system. Additionally, it decreases oxidative stress and reduces inflammation, potentially safeguarding neurons responsible for dopamine production.
Let's start them on dopamine. Already done.
One study demonstrated on rats showed that a fish oil-enriched diet increased dopamine levels in the frontal cortex by 40% and enhanced the brain's ability to bind to dopamine. Furthermore, very high doses of omega-3 fatty acids in rats exhibits a neuroprotective effect against excessive amphetamine use.
Who takes Adderall anymore?
Overall, incorporating fish oil into your diet can support optimal dopamine function and brain health. Right here's a video where I talk more about the fundamental roles of fish oil and my personal experience with it. The last supplement on this list is citicoline, aka CDP-choline. This is a natural nootropic present in all cells in the body and acts as a precursor to choline. It enhances dopaminergic signaling by boosting the levels of the dopamine transporter and increasing the quantity of dopamine released from a stimulated neuron. Research suggests that CDP-choline may increase the density of dopamine receptors, thus enhancing the brain's responsiveness to dopamine. These properties make citicoline effective at improving mood, motivation, and pleasure.
I feel so good. I feel so good.
CDP-choline exhibits neuroprotective properties which can help preserve dopamine-producing neurons from damage or degeneration. This indirectly supports dopamine function by maintaining the health and integrity of dopamine neurons. Additionally, it's even been found to enhance cerebral blood flow. Adequate blood flow ensures that neurons receive sufficient oxygen and nutrients necessary for dopamine synthesis and release. Personally, I think at low doses, citicoline is superb for treating ADHD symptoms, and it makes my thoughts feel coordinated and flow smoothly. It's great for annoying computer tasks like researching or writing an essay. Over here is a video where I talk more about the versatile cognitive benefits of citicoline. In summary, taking these supplements will greatly increase the production of dopamine within your brain and make you feel more motivated and driven to do certain tasks. Plus, you will feel a better sense of happiness and enjoyment when carrying out those activities. Or if you have a dopamine deficiency, these supplements will help you get back on track to feeling normal again. On the contrary, if you feel like your brain is firing out too much dopamine, N-acetylcysteine can help you dial it back a notch and prevent you from getting dopamine crashes. It does so by controlling how much dopamine is being fired out and ensures an equal balance of energy and pleasure. Watch this video next on everything there is to know about NAC and why it's amazing for treating things like addiction. It's also one of the literal best ways to combat obsessive compulsive disorder or OCD. My name is Fish and I stay low key. Peace out.